In this video, we're going to talk about adding CSS to our banner to make it be styled the way that we want. Now, a common banner is just a section of code, a group of elements that are the same on every page. And this sets the branding for the page. It helps us know we're in the same website. Here you see this page that has this exact same top no matter which page I'm on. Now notice on Wikipedia the home page is actually different than all the other pages, but then once I get into where I'm just going from one page to another, notice that so much stays consistent, right, in the banner, where the image and the navigation and the tabs, that no matter which page I'm in, they're all showing the same thing. Well, in our web page, we've already got the content. So for my banner, I want to have this image and this heading. I want to make the image a little bit smaller. I want to have the heading be up here to the left. So there are some things that I want to change. So I'm going to go into my web page, and here's my HTML file. And the first thing I'm going to do is make sure that all the elements that are in my banner are surrounded inside a set of div tags. And then I'm going to set a class on this so that I can work with just the elements in this section. So as I make changes to my banner, it won't make changes to the rest of the page. So I'm going to set the class equal to banner. And now I can go in the style sheet and I can create a style block for banner. This one, when I apply styles here, it'll apply things to the entire banner. If I just want to do an element in the banner, then I start with this dot banner and then I put the element itself. So if I want to make a change to that image, remember I wanted to make it smaller, then this is the style block I would use that. And I'm going to set that width to 120 pixels, save that and refresh. And there I've made that smaller. Now I want this to move up beside it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to float this image. And if I float it, then it will let all the content come up beside it. So again, that's going to be in that dot banner image. And I'm going to set float to left. And there it came up. Now notice what else came up. And I want to make sure that nothing else comes up. So I'm going to go to this next item in my page, and the next item is this class.navigation. So I'm going to make sure that that won't float, and so I'm going to do that by setting a style block and setting the clear element, and I'm going to put both here because I don't want it to float up next to anything, and then that moves that back down. All right, so now I've got this up beside here. But I want to move it over and down so it's more centered. So to do that, I'm going to, on this heading, I'm going to change the padding on this heading. And the way I access this heading, again, is to say that inside a banner, I want to deal with the heading 1, set the style on that. And so I'm going to do padding. And I want the top padding to be about 48 pixels. We'll see how this works and come back and fix it. I want the right one to be, the right one I don't care. So I'm going to just set it at 0 pixels. And the bottom one I want to match the top. So I'm going to set that at 48 pixels. And then the left I need it to be really wide. I need it to be wide enough to get past that image. So let's go ahead and see what happens if we set the padding. Let's just do 60 pixels and see what we get. When I'm doing those sizes, I like to set them and then come take a look. Okay, so that didn't move us over enough, so we've got to go more on our padding, on the padding left, which is the last number. Let's see if I do 160, what happens. And there it is. And there it moved over, and it looks like I've got it about even top and bottom, so I'm pretty happy with that. I won't change those. So there, I've been able to set style. Now really all you're doing is setting the style to put the things in the banner the way you want it. And then, because you're going to want this to be the same on everything, you copy this div, and you can just take the banner div section and copy it to any page that is in your site that you want that to be on, and paste it and save. And then when you go to that page, there's the heading on top of that page as well. So this allows you to then have this consistent banner on your entire website.